And as we gather for Vespers, it's our practice to, as we know, say some words together and to also be able to hear them together if we can. So I want to invite you to say the words of gathering to yourself or along with us. And please join me. I would love to know that there's someone speaking along with me today. Feel the sun on your face. Touch the smooth edge of the glass. Laugh with wild abandon. Reimagine the possible. Smell the water hit the coffee. Allow the wind to brush your face. Feel the cool of a raindrop on your finger. Reimagine your day. Touch the softness of your hand on skin. Place the bitter thrill of lemon on your tongue. Kiss the breeze. Reimagine the world. Embrace the possible. And now we're going to have a chance to sing together. This is one of my favorite parts, and I hope you will enjoy this offering by Joe.
There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my heart. There's a river flowing in my heart, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my heart. There's a river flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing in my mind, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my mind. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing in my soul, and it's telling me that I'm somebody. There's a river flowing in my soul. There's a river flowing. There's a river flowing in my soul.
And now I invite Miranda and I are going to join in our words of affirmation and offering, and I invite you to pick one part or another. I'm going to do the part that's non-italicized, and Miranda's going to do the part that's italicized, so join in whichever part feels like the right one for you today. Tomorrow is a day in which I will find joy.
This is possible.
In the joy, I will be held.
This is possible.
In the holding, I will feel known.
This is possible.
In the knowing, I will feel seen.
This is possible.
Seen, known, held, and joyful.
I imagine and live into the possible.
Thank you. Now let's sing again. Thanks. Okay. Thanks, Laura. I'm going to do this again, and this time I'm going to do it with sound. We've been doing all kinds of fun things back here, but I got to turn the audio on. That's a basic one. So I'm going to invite you to just take a moment and think back over your last week. And to think about a moment when perhaps you didn't feel a great and expansive sense of possibility. Maybe you didn't feel much hope or possibility at all. Maybe things felt limited or small or confined or tedious or too familiar, as if you were sort of on very flat land that you are just tired of being on. And so I'm going to invite you to think about that, and then we're going to take a little bit of a journey together. And I'm going to invite you just to imagine that you're at the bottom of this very flat place, and that maybe you're beginning a journey up this place. That maybe you're traveling up this place to a place where you can have a little bit more of an expansive view. And I'm just going to imagine that you're finding your breath, and even though you're walking up the hill, you're feeling this sense of expansiveness and possibility, You don't really know what's around the next turn, what's at the top of the hill, but you're willing to keep journeying anyway. So I invite you to just keep journeying as you go and to be thinking about what might be around the next bend. Just this sense of something being there that you didn't imagine. And just allowing yourself to feel just the small gifts, colors and textures and signs of life, the sun, the light, and the vistas, and just a sense of the path ahead. Just a sense that there is a path before you. And just to pause and to think about what you might see. So, as we are thinking about that, just thinking about that sense of possibility, I invite us to enter into this time of silence together and within it to explore our own sense of where there might be that pathway to an expanding sense of possibility. Let's enter into silence together. Let us take into our hearts that sense of possibility, and let us also take into our hearts this next song.
Singing the great song of life with you, dancing in the great web of life, sees us through. Singing the great song of life with you, dancing in the great web of life, sees us through. Singing the great song of life with you, dancing in the great web of life, sees us through. Singing the great song of life with you, dancing in the great web of life, sees us through. Singing the great song of life with you, dancing in the great web of life, sees us through.